So you want to stop the computer? Thanking yourself, stop it. Right. Right. Lean more.